Hi everybody, it's time for Glamour with Jenny again, and I got a message on Facebook the other day from a very old friend of mine, and she was like, I just don't know anything about makeup. So I wanted to do a demo today of pretty much, not calling her a dummy, but makeup for dummies. So basically, makeup is something to have fun with, to play with, and it's a way to express yourself. And so I want to do this video. I'm going to take my makeup off and I'm going to do a start to finish and show you what products you need to start with. You can use the products that I can get, but I'm just going to give you a basic list of what you need to get started. And to kind of use what you've got and kind of build on what you have and kind of get out into that. Because if you go and... Okay, so I have taken off all my makeup and now we're ready to do the makeup for dummies. So first you want to start with the primer. And we've already done a video on having primers, and this is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. It increases the longevity of your makeup, and it also helps decrease fine lines and everything. And I've already put that on with my fingers, going in an upward and downward motion. And now we're going to do my foundation. And so I've done this so we can kind of really see how long it actually takes me to do a simple makeup. Just so you guys know that makeup can be done. Great makeup can be done in a short amount of time. So again, we're pouncing this all on. You can use your hands. If you do use your hands, make sure that you do it in a downward motion. You can use a brush. You can use a flat brush. You can use a stipple brush. Whatever you like to use, what works for you, just go with it. Some of you may not have any of these things if you're new to makeup. You can also just go ahead and use your powder foundation if that's what you're already using. I know some of you out there like the Bare Minerals. I like this because it's a full coverage foundation with a concealer in it. And again, this is the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. Has the concealer in it. So that way it hides anything I've got going on. Remember to wet your beauty blender before using it if you're using a beauty blender. Also, it helps to wet your foundation brush as well to make it glide better. And I had on hot pink lipstick earlier, so I'm going to try to matte out my lips. So, and this is the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. Okay, so now we're going to go with a powder foundation, and this is the Neutrogena Sheer Minerals, which I showed you in one of our last videos. And I'm just using this to add a little extra base. Again, if you want to decide to use this, just use it straight over your primer. If you're new to it, Urban Decay has Naked Skin, which is great if you're new to liquid foundation. It's a light to medium coverage, so you can also try that if you're just now getting started out and everything. So far that's 3 products we've used. Now we're going to go with a bronzer, and I'm using the Rimmel Natural Bronzer. And I'm going to use a Sonia Kashuk contouring brush, as you can see, the flat little narrow brush. And we're going to go into our bronzer here, and then we're going to go straight down from the nose on one side, kind of drawing a line down. This way, if you have what you think is a pudgy nose, or not straight nose, or a large nose, or a crooked nose, or whatever, this is going to make it perfect. So all we did was just follow the lines from my eyebrow down, covering it up both sides. Okay, you can use the same brush to finish up your contouring. I don't like to do that. I actually like to use this brush here, kind of like a powder brush. And what we're going to do is the #1 rule of contouring, and we'll actually go into contouring later on in another video, but you do the fishy face. This way you find where your cheekbone lies. So we're going to go right in here, and we're just going to rub that up all the way up into our ear, and that makes it nice. It gives us a shadow. This would help make your face look narrow. Now if you feel like you have a round face and you want your face to look more narrow and compressed, you can take into your forehead. Now if you have a small forehead, you don't want to do this. If you have a large forehead, you'll want to come down further. So you bring that down into that line there, so kind of like you would, kind of like a mask. So it goes from here up. We've only contoured that. Now, if you have a really thick neck, or you have double chins, or you just want to accentuate this jawline here, if you'll tilt your head up, you can find your jawline. And then rub your bronzer along that line up there up to behind the ear. And that just kind of accentuates everything. Okay, so that is the bronzer. That's all you got to do. Now we're going to go with your blush. Most people should already have a blush in their thing. You don't want to put bronzer all over the face like a lot of people do, unless you're just looking for a tan look. But then you'll need to go even darker in those certain areas to make everything just really look contoured. So we're going to be using NARS. It's the Orgasm blush. It's kind of a peachy pink shimmer. And you're going to smile and do a little circle on your apples of your cheeks. And you're going to go up and into that same line as you did with